Hello. To start our newscast, let's hear what Mamie has to say about the international news.
Good evening. Tonight's newscast is a review of 1980. On March 21st, President Jimmy Carter announces that the U.S. will boycott the Summer Olympics. Soviet tanks rumble into Afghanistan, and that moment is said to be when the stage was set for the U.S. boycott. The invasion was that the Soviet first grabbed the new land since World War II. The Soviets never expected that it would spoil the Olympic party they planned to host. On April 25th, 8 U.S. servicemen were killed and 5 were injured as a helicopter and a cargo plane collided on an abort raid to rescue American hostages.
Thank you, Mamie. Now let's see what Colton has to say about sports.
Good evening. We start with today's news from the Winter Olympics, Lake Placid, New York. At the end of these games, the countries who scored the most medals include Soviet Union with 22, East Germany with 23, and the U.S. with 12. But the most significant medal won by the U.S. is the gold medal in hockey. The U.S. team defeated the Soviet Union 4-3. 2 days later, they would accomplish the biggest dream by defeating Finland 4-2. This upset over the Soviet Union was so much more than just a hockey game. With the Soviets invading Afghanistan, it was more. During this hard time in America, that victory was needed. In other Olympic news, U.S. speed skater Eric Heiden took home the 5 speed skating medals possible. Congrats, Eric.
Thank you, Colton. Now we're on to Max Messberg with weather.
On April 1st, 1980, severe storms and flooding affected several states across the South, including Louisiana, Mississippi, and Arkansas. These storms came with the cost of $1.3 billion in total damages. On August 7th, 1980, Hurricane Allen hit parts of Louisiana and most of southern Texas, forcing the evacuation of over 300,000 people while leaving a total of 269 fatalities and causing upwards of $1.2 billion. A severe drought and heat wave lasted from June through the month of September, affecting central and eastern U.S. with an estimated $20 billion in damages and costs to agricultural and related industries. A combined direct and indirect death due to heat stress is estimated to be around 10,000.
Thanks, Max. Now we're on to the fabulous Logan with fashion.
1980s fashion was known for its creativity. Some fashion designers abandoned history, some borrowed from it, while others tried to design the future. Designers abandoned all convention, and their creations were interesting, to say the least.
Bright colored accessories like sunglasses, bangled and hoop earrings were a necessity. Teased hair, loud makeup, and neon were an important part of this style. This style was obviously more important to the younger crowd. Look at these people in their jumpsuits. This is how they dressed in the year 1980. They got their hair back, nice smiles, and they're just having a good time back then.
Now let's go to our fashion expert, St. Clair, who will judge people attempting to style the same.
Join me here in a moment. Hi, I'm St. Clair. Let me see my first victim. Oh, you make me want to waterboard my eyes. You look like the Beach Boys English teacher. Aruba, Jamaica, that blanket's why I hate ya. You look like Jimi Hendrix, hemp and drug dealer. Oh.
Shut up, Sinclair. What are you holding? A rat?
How dare you shame Fufu? Next victim! Oh God, this outfit makes me think about all the homeless people running around naked.
Where'd you get those glasses, Sinclair? Off the Sears catalog?
Why, yes I did. Now shoot! Now, this is St. Clair, starting off while I shame you all with my good looks.
I remember when I first gave birth.
To push! Push!
I give my baby Gerber life so he can grow up big and strong. Honey, it's time for your Gerber life.
Oh boy! Oh boy!
As you can see, this is why I, like other mothers around the country, chose Gerber life.
Hi, welcome back. Now let's wrap this up and hear what Matt has to say about the national news.
The United States presidential election of 1980 was the 49th quadrennial presidential election. It was held on Tuesday, November 4th, 1980. The contest was between incumbent Democratic President Jimmy Carter and his Republican opponent, former California Governor Ronald Reagan, as well as Republican Congressman John B. Anderson, who ran as an independent. Reagan, aided by the Iran hostage crisis and a worsening economy at home, marked by high unemployment and inflation, won the election in a landslide. Reagan received the highest number of electoral votes ever won by a non-incumbent presidential candidate. Reagan received 489 of the electoral votes, Carter received 49, and Anderson received 0. Carter, after defeating Edward M. Kennedy for the Democratic nomination, attacked Reagan as a dangerous right-wing radical. For his part, Reagan pledged to uplift the pessimistic mood of the nation and won a decisive victory. In the simultaneous congressional elections, Republicans won control of the United States Senate for the first time in 28 years. This election marked the beginning of what was called the Reagan Revolution or the Reagan era and signified a conservative realignment in national politics.
On April 25th, 8 U.S. servicemen.
Takes across this.
1980s.
Josh, don't distract.
1980s fashion was known for its in the future. Designers abandoned all.
Go.
Hi. Okay, wait.
Go.
Push!
You gotta get closer. You gotta scoot up. You gotta scoot up.
Hey, flip side.
Wait, redo Hauser.
Well, others tried to design the future. Design. I lost my spot when I looked up.
Mamie?
On wait, hold on.
You picking your boogies? Yeah? Yeah, you picking your boogies? You picking your boogies.
Good evening. Tonight's newscast is a review of 1980. On March 21st, President Jimmy Carter announces that the U.S. will boycott the summer.
Designers abandoned all convention and their creativity.
Teacher, Aruba, Jamaica.
Designers abandoned all convention and their creations were interesting to say the least.
Ugh, this outfit makes me think about all the homeless people running around naked. Come on.
Designers abandoned all convention and their creations were interesting to say the least. Just keep it, honestly.